Somebody,
I'm just going half fucking blind.
I can weld it later if you can't do it, Pete.
No,
You okay?
yeah,
Oh, you got it?
yeah.
Yeah, as long as it stands up to a few hammers smacked with it. Hey, everybody, say hello. Triple Nickel Trapper here. Sitting in Pete's shop.
Sorry for making too much noise.
Hey, Sasky, how you doing, buddy? I got my phone on your tripod here. It works a lot better.
We can sharpen it off here.
Yeah.
You probably can't hear.
Hits pretty hard to, yeah. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? Supposed to be a nice day tomorrow, but it's going to be a 70-kilometer-an-hour wind, so yeah, you just can't catch a break. Hey, Brian. Glad you guys could make it out. Just brought some lovely pops. I actually got a Christmas card yesterday from someone I didn't know, and I opened it and it said, it was from a guy on the subscribe named DeFrami. He said, we don't agree on politics. We don't agree on coronavirus. He says, but I will defer to you every time when it comes to catching coyotes. And you're my friend no matter what happens, blah, blah, blah. Put 50 bucks in it, said buy a beer. So thanks for the beer. DeFrami, you're buying the beer for the live tonight. Appreciate it. Cheers to DeFrami. Oh, I'm missing some of this. What's going on here? Hey, Bowslinger, Tony. Bull Daniels, how are you, brother? Michael Pritchard. Hello from Saskatchewan, the ice cube of the world right now. Jeff Bagley, hey, buddy. How are you doing? 70 mile an hour. Yeah, we're only going to have 40, but that's enough on the skidoo out there when it's cold already. Rick Shackelberg, hey my man, how you doing? Just kicking back. I've been off the trap line since whatever day that last clip was when we picked up those 4. And a weasel we got too, so we're not catching many weasels, but I've been kind of neglecting the boxes a bit, trying to get these rams going. Like, I'm very disappointed in myself not getting any out, so I'm going to freeze my bag off and I'm going to get some out there for you guys. I got about 90, and then I'll go to Dam Beaver and get replaced and get some skunk fire and everything. And I say hi to Pete. I don't even know if it's pointing at you, Pete.
Yep. How's it going, everybody?
Cheers. Hey, Sasky, look at me, the boom operator. Yeah, I like that thing. I wish I could remember to take it out, but it's so bloody cold out right now. You know, my last dog, I froze up on it. It's just, sometimes I'm going to get the shots and sometimes I'm not. Because I think you remember 3 Februaries ago, this coming February. Yeah, the coldest February in 83 years by 13 degrees Celsius a day. I was out on minus 62 Fahrenheit days that year. Oh. But, like I said, you pull the phone out for a minute and that's it. I don't want to play. Oh, I'm missing all kinds of comments. It's not scrolling it. Hey, Eli. Right on, Bull. I'll have a few with you. Yeah, I saw you froze your traps in, Bowslinger. Lonnie Kilmurray, how are you? Are you still coming out for Christmas, Lonnie? Because I don't know if Pete's going to have a sled, but maybe we can get around in the side-by-side. We definitely are not riding bitch on my sled. It's just too small for that. Hey, Trapper Bob, how are you? Glad you can make it. Yeah, I could do that, Thomas, I guess. I'm going to probably wait for it to slow down a bit. I just finished skinning one before I came over here. I was almost late. It's one of those things I knew I was going to be into the soup. so I did it before, right? So that I don't have to do any of that new fancy cutting. Hey, Mike from Vermont. Sorry. Dave from Texas. Puppy. You know what, Saskia? I've heard that before, and you know what? Sometimes some people start up a rumor about, oh, the fur prices are going to be $15 a coyote, and the reason they're doing it is get the guys that aren't hardcore to not put as many dogs up, because the less dogs that are at the sale, the more money they'll be worth, right? So I never, you know what, talk cheap, man. You know, I do my thing, and I'll find out at the end of the year when I get a check, right? It's not like you don't like what you're doing, buddy, so just do it anyway. Don't worry about anybody else. You don't have to please any one of those guys when you look in the mirror. We don't have any otters around here. Oh, Jeff, I'm on my second 50. I'm not going to tell anybody until the end of the year. I'm probably going to put a fur up for the closest one to the right guess, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. Well, that's not going to leave you a lot of time here, Lonnie. It's all driving. We'll talk. Hey, Coffee, how you doing, brother? From Forest, Kodiak, Alaska. Mark Costello, hey, buddy. And we're sending our greetings from Saskatchewan to Pennsylvania right back at you. It's been a while. I don't know what the date of our last live was, but I think I was sitting on the deck at Pete's house for it. It'd be a beautiful night. Sitting out in the dark, and then Pete decided to throw a light on for me. That's just the kind of guy he is. Always thinking of the little guy. What did you do with my axe? Oh, okay. Yeah, I use an axe and a 2-pound ball peen hammer to cut the front legs off the coyotes, right where I want them cut off, and my axe head went spinning around and falling off, and I just brought it out here. Pete just put a, I'm not going to say a bead, it looks like he filled his mouth up with and spit it at it, but you know what, it'll hold. It's just...
I'll get it in a bit.
He stopped actually because I was starting, so... How come you pull it on the 17th, Coffee? Is that the end of your season? Hey, Jack. Well, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found me. One more thing, you guys. I want to get this out because I think about it all the time and I never say it to you guys. I'm not ignoring your comments when I don't answer them on the... Because I try, you probably noticed, I try to answer every comment unless it's not a comment or if I don't like it, so... But yeah, I try to answer every comment, but as soon as the new video comes out, the one before doesn't exist anymore. I don't go back and answer comments. So just so you know, I'm not ignoring you or I don't like you, or it's just a matter of moving on, right? Keep moving forward. Well, I'm glad it could help you there, Jack. You know what? It's part of my life, keep moving forward. When I get right down on myself, that's what I tell myself. Get up and keep moving forward. That's all you can do, man. And if you're going to wait for somebody to feel sorry for you, sit back and relax. I'm holding you to a bowstring. You better come back. Hey, dog bone nice. Bobby Shields, I'm loving that knife, man. I gotta be honest with you though, I have no idea what the leather and that other metal thing in there for. I kind of figure the metal thing's a sharpening tool of some kind, and the leather's probably for fine tuning the blade after you sharpen it, but I don't know how to use them. You guys probably all know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, I use box cutter knives with the snap blades. That's what I skin coyotes with, and when it's not sharp, and I mean sharp, it gets snapped and then we go again. I get about 4 or 5 coyotes per blade, so. And if it wasn't for the face, which I probably shouldn't use it on, the face really dulls them down, so. Hi, fish hunt trap. Glad you can make it. The whole gang's here. Oh, no, that name again. Oh, I can't keep asking how to pronounce that, but I have my Eskimo friend from up north. I'm glad you made it on. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. Sure is cold out here today, boy. I think it just coming in, it was minus 34 or something. You can barely hear me. Oh, we can't have that. We'll get you closer. Oh! Hey, guess who just spilled beer all over himself? No, it was me. Okay, that's all right. I can live with that. You can hardly hear me, so I got to get a little closer. There, is that better? No, that's not gonna work. Hey, Clarence. Happy Saturday to you too. Diamond steel. I don't know how to use it though. I guess I could probably Google it or something. Oh man. We're not gonna hit 260. I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, no doubt, Bull. I think Pete knows me pretty well. There's a roll of paper towel right beside me, so. APA trapping. Glad you can make it out, man. That's not better? I can't get much closer to it. Let me check my volume. I'm wide open. Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Oops. I don't know why it's not going. Okay, good, Brian. Yeah, I don't know. It must be on your end, Chuck. Oh, Chuck Canuck, how are you, buddy? I didn't even notice. Good for you, Coffee. Oops. Well, you're putting some coyotes away this year, so. Hey, Ronnie, say hi to Miss Kelly for me. I am far away, Sasky. We're like 500 miles apart. Kilometers. Low. Well, normally in the house I sit back farther, so. Loud and clear in Minnesota. Well, you guys all got to move over to Minnesota. It's loud and clear there. Nope, you got on the big screen at 30, so no problem other than the wife won't stop. Oh, Jesus, those damn redheads. Oh, I could write, well, actually 2 books on redheads. Rhonda Montaigne. How are you doing, girl? Merry Christmas to you guys, too. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. It's always sad catching deer, but it's, you know, you go for the predators, you're gonna end up. You guys probably remember I released one this trapping season, and it wouldn't even run away. It just stayed right with me. It was so nervous. What are you doing? Working on studs? You're drunk, you silly fool. He's not really drunk. Broken power rams. You know, guys that asked me that, and I cleaned the ones out of the truck, so I got 2 different piles of them now, and there was, there's got to be somewhere between 22 and 24 right now. But what's really funny is this cold weather hits, and not a broken ram. So, I don't know. I think it's what Scott Swift said, it's got to be the Sasquatch. Stubbed their toe on one, and you know, could happen. So how's all your seasons going? You know, mine's not going according to plans. Yesterday I got to Foam Lake. Drove in. I don't start the truck very much in the winter because I don't use it much. I'm on the sled all the time. And fired the truck up, drove like a champ right to town, minus 30 or some whatever it was. And went to the bank, did my banking. Went to drive to the LB to get these beer and smokes, and man, it was sputtering and slipping and banging, and so I figured I'd try to get home. I got about not even a mile out of town. I stopped, decided to reset the computer, ran great after I did it, so I drove it home, and then when I was coming out here tonight, bugger wouldn't start, so I went jiggled around those. I didn't get the cables on tight enough, I guess, so. Hey, Carl. Glad you can make it. Ray Miller, hi, low. Oh, that's too bad. But it does happen, I gotta say. Reaper Militia. My bro. Hey, little brother, how are you? Glad you could make it out to one of the nickel shows. Yes, we have seen one. Several out here. Actually, one kid came out to run my line with me a few years ago. He said, "Guess what I just saw in your backyard?" I said, "A cougar." He said, "How the hell did you know that?" I said, "Because I'm seeing all over this year." It's probably been 4 years since I've seen one now. Last time was when I was hunting in the cow bush. Right on, Coffee. I know you're catching a lot of raccoons. I'm not telling anybody how many coyotes I got. I guess I can't really ask you how many you have. Pete knows, but I mean, Pete's not in on any of the challenges or whatever. Coyote bait behind you. Yeah, no doubt. I think I only caught 5 one day this year so far. Last time I was out, man, I'm picking up 5 every time out almost there. Hey, Les, good to see you on. I decided, Bo, I'm not going to drop that pit. I've been hearing little rumors about some things and whatnot, and I don't want to get in a fight with anybody because the kid's stealing from me. So I'm going to just trap all the bush and stay away from his pits. I think that's the best idea. I'm more of a bush trapper anyway than wide open, no trees for 400 yards around. Well, David, the big secret is at the end of the year, whoever guesses it's going to probably get a free coyote. Canned coyote, that's why. Hey, Pete Ammo. Glad you can make it out, man. Oh, you know, fish hunt trap, you can't imagine, because when those things explode, everything in the bush is on the run, right? So, and it was happening a lot. So I think that's what killed the Lindsay bush, really, because there's my bait pile's still big and strong in there, and no dog tracks. And then you guys remember when I first started baiting? Oh my goodness, they were looked like they were driving D6 cats in there. But yeah, they did. Ian replaces them all. There's no problem. He actually called me one day when I was out and asked me if he could mail them to me, and I said, no, I'll wait till I bring them in. Because I don't have any skunk fire. Gingerly, my favorite beer is, without a doubt, Canadian. I do like Beck's though, too. Oh, David, I'm sure you could get lucky like somebody else. Just got to guess the number of hides, dog hides. Cheers, everybody. Ah,
You get beer all over my sled.
what?
You get beer all over my sled.
It's not your sled. Is it?
Yeah?
Oh, you bought it.
Yeah, that's my sled.
Oh, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were fixing it for someone.
Oh, that's my sled. That's why it's still in there.
Favorite smokes? I smoke LD king size bold. Hey Jerry, welcome on here anytime. Bumpkin Rocks, how you doing, buddy? Is that for again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I could even hit that one out of every 3 tries. $51 people and 27 likes. Did a couple of you forget to like me? Oh. Yeah, it just snows with the winds piling up at the side of the bush and in the bush, so I can still go across the field in the summer follow field. It's black everywhere, so I mean, right, Bull? Right? Yeah, it's kind of an ugly year out there. You know, when it thawed last weekend there, that snow's hard as hell, and you got to be slow on the skidoo because you hit those things, it's like hitting cement. There, got it. Hi, Evie. Welcome to Pete's Garage. Ah, don't worry about Ray. I was just goofing around. Hi, Chad. I can't tell if Evie's got a sad face or a happy face there. She's undecided about how she feels about being at Pete's Garage. It's a place of dreams. So I don't know if I mentioned or not. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going out without a stitch of bait on and probably 2 dozen power rams. I'm going to just keep doing that every day because if Lonnie's coming, we're not going out to check 30 power rams. I'll get 100 of them in there anyway. Hey, everything Michigan. Everything's going so-so. I'm not going to say it's going good because it's not, but yeah, it looks like I'm going to have enough money to get through the winter anyway, so maybe to some of them big executive types in the offices, Ray, but I'm a light kind of guy. I'm just shitting you. I don't care. Do whatever you feel like. We're just here to all touch base and bullshit for a while. It's your life as much as it is mine. Get to talk to some of your friends and other lives you don't get to talk to, like Coffee. I haven't talked to Coffee in ages, and glad you come on. Got some good videos, you guys. I'm a little pissed at him though. You know, we're fucked up there giggy and snow here, and he's walking around in summertime weather. I don't think Pete would even be mad if I grabbed that up for Coyote Base. He hasn't even named it. Doesn't even have a name. It's Cat.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you guys. Maybe Michael, but I've been doing it for, you know, oh Jesus. It's got to be 46 or 47 years now. I know when I first started trapping, I didn't smoke. Of course, I was just turned 6 the first time I ever caught anything in a trap, so we're looking at 55 years ago almost. Huh. Where'd all the time go? Where'd my left knee go? I'm gonna trap the bison farm, but I'm not trapping their dead pit. What I'm gonna do is talk to him about, okay, buddy, instead of throwing that bison in there, why don't you put it on my sleigh and let me pull it out to the bush where I need it? Because he seemed like a nice guy, but I've been hearing nothing but horrible things about, well, never mind, okay? Just trust me. There's a... I'm thinking about it anyway, put it that way. I'm not trapping in the dead pit. There's some bushes out there, big bushes like the Tom and Kim bush, and you know what? They're not running out in the open very seldom, and if they are, they're in the low spots anyway, so. Hey, thanks a lot, Everything Outdoors. The Dead Falls Ray, you mean? Figure 4? That must be what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't much for Dead Falls. We always had traps. Like, when I was 5, I was at my grandpa's place, and he had a whole bunch of number 1s and number 0s. Rat traps, right? All the old farmers back out in the sticks there were trapping muskrat to make extra money in the wintertime. And I asked him what they were. He pulled one down. I proceeded to get my finger stuck in one and a big blood blister and cry like a little baby. And he said, "Don't tell your mom." And I got 3 of each traps from him for not telling mom. So that's how I started out. Yeah. They all have their place, right? Dead ball. What's that? 3 to 1, Ray? Or is that 5 to 1? 3 to 1. Why don't you just do like B-ball? Just grab a 5-gallon pail and put it down the... Timberline, how are you, brother? Doing all right. Kind of getting jerked around by the weather a bit, but we're not going to let it get us. We're going to start pounding the traps out. I can get into Kowalchucks anytime too, but I think I want to beef up everything that I slowed down. I think tomorrow, if I can get, I'm going to go straight to the ground. I was sitting last night thinking about how many traps I could put in from all the sign I saw, and I was at like 24, so that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow, is go out there and go for as long as I can until I still got to get around the rest of my line and check it at minimum. So I'll put as much time as I can into the crown. I already basically know where the sets are going. It's just a matter of getting them out and doing it. So tomorrow we're gonna. Yeah, you know, I haven't seen that cat out there in a while. But you know what? That's some pretty plump little kitty out there for something that's hungry, and it's not like you got to sit there and break a tooth on it being frozen. I'm gonna record tomorrow though. I don't know if it'll go on right away, because I'll probably do a Sunday, Monday setting, and then of course there's ones to check. I had one at Graves the other day that we caught that dog that was still alive. That ram is so buried in the snow there. I got to take a shovel out because he wrapped it around a tree right low to the ground, and all that would stick out of the ram was out of the snow was the end he was attached to. So the anchor arm didn't even come out of the snow, and it didn't spread much. It's not good for him. He's got to put a rip in his shoulder from fighting it. Fox, red fox, $5 to $8. I remember catching them when they were $80 to $120 in the late 70s. Oh, John Howe. Hey, John, how you doing? If I wouldn't have got stopped, this would be last year. This would be my 49th year now. That's licensed. I think I got 8 foxes already last year, 10, so 8, I think. 2 years ago I had 22. But I'm gonna have to catch some fox because I'm losing too many coyotes from them stepping through. I got the loops a little bigger for the fox to get through, and they're still getting caught anyway. But I mean, if I would have had them loops smaller, I'd probably have 30 fox by now. So I'm gonna have to start catching fox, I guess, because, well, I don't need so many out here that they're making themselves sick either. So yeah, we don't have slush and ice here, John. It's just all ice. Good. I know you let them go, right, Coffee? I've seen you on videos where you use your catch stick and let them go. I don't know if that's because you have to or you're just doing it. Oh, absolutely, Les. Absolutely. I've had coyotes tear other coyotes apart in the round. With the couple years ago, and some of my older subscribers will remember, we had one old coyote out there in the bush that was eating their feet off of them when they were hanging in the round. We've got tons and tons of fox here. They live in my yard, you guys know that. You've seen the pictures when I had Clifford, my little red dog, the fox. Well, he'd come right up to the steps when I was sitting there and stuff. Come in my shop when I was sitting in there at night, and yeah, my little pet. Oh man, that's sad. I just got some prices there. You know, one good thing about the COVID is it really did kill that fur farming quite a bit. They had to down a lot of their animals, eh? So I don't know. I pretty much decimated mink. So maybe we'll go from 90 cents to $10 mink now. I don't know. That was an interesting one. I think I know what you're saying though, David. Your fox are cheap because they are commercially grown. Or fox. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to send many fox in. I think they'd be nice gifts for, you know, get them canned and give them to people. They're beautiful. They're one of the most beautiful furs I deal with. And yes, I'm even talking coyote. And it's a lot easier to carry four of them out of the bush than it is four coyotes. Yeah, some of the bush I catch those fox in, I just shake my head. I'm like, what are you doing in this bush? There's things eating great big coyotes in here, you poor little buggers. I'm anxious to get out tomorrow. I think I'm going to try putting one less layer on so I can bend a little better. It's colder, but whatever. I still don't have a decent headgear. Well, Bull, I can't do anything for him because I can't send untanned furs across the border. You've seen, Bull, I've got some very beautiful foxes here. They look so red when they're out in the white snow, but when you get them away from that white snow, they don't look as red anymore. But the one I got for bait and ammo, that's a beautiful little fox. That's a beauty. Yeah, you know, we don't have much for cats here. I crossed tracks with that lynx 2 years ago, and I haven't seen anything since. Although I was talking to Pete on the phone one day, tracking down a mud road, and I come across cougar tracks on the road in the mud. I don't know if he was chasing the deer, but the deer was moving along like he was having a hard time figuring out which way to go. So maybe he was behind them. Hey Rich, thanks for coming out, man. Don't worry, bait and ammo, that is your fox. I'm just gonna find a weasel to go with it. I got 12 coming back from T&A Tannery, but I mean, they've already had them for just about 2 years. I've got a buddy's fox from the States in there too, and no, but I had one eating my catches 3 or 4 years ago. My thing was, deer hunting season, I seen them out in the field like 150 yards away. I had my 243, and I thought, oh, I'll just mess them up with that. I talked to the taxidermist. He said guys shoot them with 300, and they won't mess them up because they're so solid muscle. So I kind of pooped the bed on that one. I should have shot him when I had the chance. I won't make that same mistake twice. He's still living up north between the lake and Valhalla Road, so it was really mild the year he came down here, so he probably won't do that this cold winter. He'll stay close to the lake, eating the fish scraps off the ice. Hey, Stephen Bourgeois. There's one in there too for you, Abby. I can't do it if they don't send them to me, or, you know, I called him, he was acting like I was a dick for calling him. Is that right, Sasky? Oh, I had no idea. Huh. Yeah, I got all my Christmas cookies done yesterday. Oh, this is shit, yeah. I don't know what a cookie is. Well, I'm glad you did, Dave. Still no DeFramy on here. I wanted to thank him for buying the beer tonight. That was awesome. Got a Christmas card. I looked at the name. I have no idea who this guy is. Got $50 in it, and then he put his video or whatever his fake name on, and then I knew who he was. Well, Pete, I think I could have lined up something more entertaining in the background than 3 jerry cans in the door.
Yeah. You turn until the sled is loose in the background. Wow.
Good, is that where you are? I knew that church here though. I didn't feel like getting thrown around tonight. Well, you guys remember my neighbor Gail? She likes to get me Christmas cookies and Easter. She's fed me Christmas time too, but I have put coyote and a beaver and a mink and a weasel on her wall too, so roadkiller garden for her in the spring and get it all powdered up and help out the neighbors. Is it worth getting into trapping? It depends. There's so many factors. You really, really gotta want it. David Gross, how are you, little brother? Getting back to that previous question, you gotta really want it, and you gotta realize that when you set that trap, you owe it to that possible catch to check that trap. It doesn't matter if it's cold or they have check laws. We're 72 hours here, which is crazy. Sometimes it's good when it's minus 47 3 days in a row, but yeah, you gotta really want it. And you don't just make money, you gotta learn while you're doing it too, like how to skin. And you know, there's nothing when I'm skinning the coyote now, there's absolutely nothing on any one of my cuts that surprises me. That's right, David, it really does. I've been in more dogs than I don't ever open them up and go, oh, what's that organ or that piece of bone, or I know where they all are. So I mean, you gotta familiarize yourself with everything, but it is great when it all comes together. Like, I'm pretty sure you can, but I'm a master rigger, and we always learn that the less rigging you use, the more efficient it is. So, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying that's how I am. So, and you guys saw my last sketches. Even the one that wasn't frozen like a brick was laid right out. That big one we caught at the Gray Bush that was right fattened up, he's gonna take 4 days to thaw in the basement. He is that solid. Yeah, there's some places that have check laws, 24-hour check law for leg holds too, and we don't here. I don't have to check leg holds for 3 days. And I'm not the kind of guy that'll leave an animal in a trap for 3 days. Oh, thanks, Steven. No, I don't consider it work. I do affectionately call it my winter job, but it's not a job. No, Sasky wasn't asking about free hanging, he was asking about lights out, wasn't he? And Camo does use free hanging snips. He can call the CO and get special permits for him because of his cattle. Bumpkin rocks, what are you catching in England? Yeah, see, we got no population up here. That's the thing why we're at 72 hours. I know it's hard to believe and everything, but nah, there's just no population around here. I think I'm at 800,000 right now, Bob, so sometime we'll hit her this year probably. Hey, Dan. West End of Lake Erie, huh? Yeah, but there's Camel. How you doing, brother? We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Oh, okay. Okay, Bumpkin. What's the difference between a weasel and a stoat? Yeah, I just finished one before I come over here too. I didn't board them. I just rolled them up and put them in the deep freeze. I'll do them later. I got like rows of them in the deep freeze too. So I've got to start getting my poop together and getting it done. Hey Chris, how's Lance doing? Yeah, I don't know, Saskia. I just do my thing. If I can't find the right trap for the job with over 500 of them in my shed, I'm pretty sure that that job don't need to be done. Huh. Hey Jeff, things are good, buddy. How are you doing? You know, Camo, I bag all of them now, you know, because I find when you freeze them and then thaw them again, that fat is way easier to take off. Do you find that too? It's not all sloppy and slushy. It comes off in lumps of fat, and that's what I like. Closest town to my line, I guess that'd be Foam Lake. Reaper's still kicking around, buddy. Ah. Cheers, guys. Yeah, Sasky, this little tripod's pretty handy for my morning chats before I go out when I'm still trying to talk myself into freezing my face out. That's all that really gets cold out there is like around your ski mask and here, and Lord help me, I don't want to freeze part of my nose off or anything. Oh, I missed all of that. Okay, I gotta go back, sorry. Way easier, no doubt. Well, you tell Lance that all the maniacs in TNT wish him the best of luck and a fast recovery. Merry Christmas, Tony. Bear Hunter, how are you, brother? Oh, geez, I didn't know that, Bumpkin. Maybe we'll have an afternoon one day so you can stay up. I use duct tape when it freezes, and I duct tape it so the wind stays off the next day. But I think you guys have seen these pictures of me duct taped up going out. Warrior. Peter won't drink my beer. He says it turns him into a Pooh Bear. Geez, Evie, you were out in that area somewhere, weren't you? I don't know why this damn thing's not scrolling on its own. Hi, Shauna. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Oh, Bakerville, yeah, just to the west of Lloyd there. No, am I thinking Vermilion or Bakerville's closer to Edmonton, isn't it?
Halfway.
Well, Vermilion is where then?
Huh?
Oh, see, then I go on a tangent and I miss all this.
No, Bakerville's on 16.
With a bag on your head, what the hell's going on, Shauna? I guess you got a lot of work left tonight then, Dane, so. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. 10 beaver skinning them, that should only take you about 40 minutes, so you'll be back.
Vermilion and Bakerville.
Vermilion, and then Bagotville is closer to Edmonton. Okay. Oops. Okay, where am I? You can tell your dad keep moving forward, Chris. He's missed here. It depends, Ray. When I'm on my trap line, I don't even smoke a pack in a day, and when I'm not, it's usually about a pack and a half, roughly. But when there's beer, all bets are off the table. Ah, dying here. Yeah, I dyed mine. I put all this gray in it. What do you think? I'm hoping you're having a great night too. Oh, Raymond. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Glad you can make it. Yeah, everybody wants a graveyard. Can't have one without the other, Ray. Camel. Yeah, I think so too, Stephen. I do enjoy talking to you guys, and sometimes I don't even have to talk. I just sit back and read and let you guys talk to each other. I can't remember what the date was, but I know this live tonight is actually my 225th upload. So now that doesn't include the one live I canceled accidentally and another episode I canceled accidentally. So it's really 227, but they're gone forever, so we're just gonna call it 225. There he is, the man. Good for Amy. I got a card from you yesterday, and I've already told these guys a couple times that you bought the beer for the live tonight. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And no, people don't always have to have exactly the same views to get along. In fact, sometimes opposites attract, right? So, yeah, I like it, Stephen. It's a good one. Hey, TNT, I'm a neighbor northwest of you. Stopped by your place a couple times. Never catch you at home, but one day. Greg, huh? Well, maybe one day I'll be there. Nice job, Chris. Hey, Hawkland, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I appreciate it, DeFrami. I don't even know if I'm saying your name right. I know you put your real name on there too, but I'm not gonna say it, so. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Then I turned over and saw the DeFrami, and I went, oh, that's right on. A lot of people don't agree with my political or my views on that scamdemic COVID. No kidding, Brian. That's what it was all about. What happened to the heat?
You set off.
Oh, it got cold really quick.
Yeah.
The cat going in and out?
No, that one's just getting up.
Well, I tried to park there so when you walk out the door, you don't get blasted by it.
Listen to that wind.
Yeah, I got lots in the deep freeze that got to come out of there and get them hanging in the. I'm gonna have to start every night because now the dogs are to the point where I'm not able to skin them from the day that I catch them. So I got to start taking ones out to do at night before I go. All in all, you know what? I'm not way far behind or anything, so I think there's only 10 or 12 dogs in the deep freeze.
Definitely can wear boots.
Well, you tell Lance that the most important thing is that he just gets better now. Don't worry about coming out and trying to keep with us to Saskatchewan. Cheers, everybody. It's just a good time to get together and have a few drinks. But I do have something in the Tom and Kim bush that likes to eat things, so I got to try and catch that, whatever it is. So what I'm going to do, let me know what you think of this idea. It's such a big bush. It's over a quarter mile by a quarter mile. There's a few spots where they run in the bush where it's just super hard to get any traps in and stuff. But I'm thinking of walking in halfway through and several points down each side and setting a loop. Not on my track that I'm walking on, but every one that crosses it. So I'm thinking if I could get half a dozen of those in there, it's gonna screw up. It's gonna have to. Just how high to set it for a cougar. They walk around with their head down too, so I wouldn't think it would have to be any higher than a wolf. Oh shoot, I missed a bunch more again. Steven, you know I'm not telling how many dogs I got. You know that. Those gas cans, they look like they're really close to me, but it's just because they're really close. So, and Pete's an organic farmer, so you know they've been empty for years. Hey, Scab. Glad you can make it, buddy. Woo. That beer went down in 2 trips, but it's down now. Scab's in the house, everybody. Say hi. Oops, that went quick, Greg. Auction or sell local, I'm not sure what I'm. that is a good question, Greg, and as soon as I know, I'll put it on my video. I haven't really decided yet. I heard that, the little places that pay cash for them are not gonna give you, but I'm thinking that one Chinese businessman Facebook friended me, and then when I got this phone, he erased, and maybe I can get him back again, and, Northern Trapper has his, I could just get it from him. But, he knows I'm a trapper, and he wants to buy it first outright, and they will pay more, cause there's no fees, no bugger all, right? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I told everybody, Stephen, I'm on my second 50 now. That's as close as I'm gonna go. Too old for what, Chris? You're in LA, I'm pretty sure, even a young guy like you, I could drag you around with me until you cried and wanted to go home, and I'd still be alright. Hey, cousin. Cousin Brian says hi, Pete.
Hello, Brian.
Right on, glad you could stop in, Brian. Good for you, Scab. Nice job. Brian, I don't know. I'm just spitballing right now because I can't say for sure, but definitely I don't want to pay any tanning and postage on them. And I'd let the box go cheap enough. Don't worry about me ripping you off. But you're paying for the tanning, and if you're in Canada, you can do your own. I can send it to you raw. But something tells me you were down in Michigan or Pennsylvania, right? Oh. My good coyotes were $244.75. I had a group of those ones. Those are some of the ones that I was selling to people for $3.50 tan. Pie in the sky, how are you? I've been here all my life, Evie, I know. Well, get your butt over here, James. I got lots. Pete's not drinking my beer. Yeah, New York, so I'd have to down it, I guess. Although, Sasky was saying that I could get a permit to send a raw one there, too. But I'd be willing to bet. I heard some guys from Ohio or Pennsylvania or something talking, and they were talking about $140 to tan down there, and like our prices here are a lot cheaper and garment quality, so. Yeah, Ray, you know what? Even just 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was averaging 25 a box, and that's not as bad as, you know, $5 or $8 or. Otters are nothing but solid muscle, Scab. They're strong buggers. You catch one around the neck in a 330 and just the neck, yeah, he's gonna fight that right till you club him. That's not bad, John. But if I could get it done for 50 Canadian. Ooh, $45. That might make me rethink the cold a little bit. Well, one of my friends from Eastern Canada had 3 coyotes. He sold them, but he doesn't skin his coyotes, so he sold them whole. He got $5 for 2 of them and $8 for the other one. $18 for 3 coyotes. Yeah. And if you're only getting 10 or 20, I'm not skinning a coyote for $5 or $15. Hey Trey, how are you? Glad you make it. Well, that's not bad. 30 bucks a beaver. Nice bull. My group of coyotes though wasn't top lot. 244.75. That wasn't top lot. There's a 275 one above that yet. So I never did put one of my dogs 2 years ago in the top lot. Not one of them. Hi Alan, how are you? No, you got something to say, Brian. You say it. They're not starting BS. I can tell. I got a bullshit magnet on, or meter on me. I can tell when somebody's bullshitting me. So I don't know if that is. An old otter scab or 220. Boy, that's, they say it's good otter trap, but man, otters are strong. Well, you should be putting away a few hundred of them then anyway, Trev. Otter. Oh. Oh, well, he had a good life, eh? Hey, that's all right, buddy. How you doing? Olger awakens. You're exactly at the right time when you show up, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to recommend anything right now. I got a Christmas card from Ian and Dan Beaver yesterday or the day before. Yesterday, the same day I got the one from the Prami. And I'm going to go see them, and we're going to have a chat, and I'm going to make my decision. I'm going to make my decision. I'm not going to let someone else make my decision for me, right? I'm going to check everything out. And I will tell you all what I'm going to do, so you can do the same or not. I don't know yet. And as soon as I do know, I will definitely tell you. We're a ways away from there yet, though. Thanks, Chris. Tell the old man that we're on his side. No, Fox won't pay for my gas. Even my Skidoo's $15 a round. Huh. When I was a kid, I was trapping down the river in Oxbow, Brian, and I had some bait out on a pretty well vertical embankment. In the bottom, there was a little dropped into it, and I set some number 3 Victor Long Springs on the trail coming in, and I caught miles and miles from anyone's house a beagle, and he was eating when I was walking up. He didn't even care about the trap on, and it was a real weak trap. Anyway, it didn't hurt him or nothing. I got him out of there with my hands. I didn't need my feet to set it or nothing. And when I cut him loose, he didn't want to go, so I pretty well had to pack up my station and get it out of there. I just left the bait for him. But everything else I'm going to just keep quiet about. Yeah, fox prices is a crime because, like I said, it's one of the most beautiful furs I deal with. Or a Coyote board scout. Yeah, copy. I love doing it too, but you know what? It's even more fun when you can actually make a little money on it. The grays are only worth $10 too. Wow. My summer job, I'm a Red Seal International Boilermaker with a Master Rigger certificate. So when you're driving by plants and stuff, and you see all those tall vessels and big vessels like in refineries, I'm the guy that stood all those up. Hey Mac, glad you can make it, buddy. Eric, how are you? Yeah, right on your time. Yeah, Jack, I don't use wax dirt. It's kind of pointless up here where ground is frozen cock stiff by by the 1st of November. You can't sink nothing into it. So I just went with a different way of trapping. So my rams and I'll throw some Legos out sometimes, but you know, I got so many rams, I got to get them out first. Hey Dean, how are you doing, buddy? I don't have any links around here, very few if there are any. Wow, I had no idea. I thought gray fox were worth more money than that. Or they won't even sell. We have that trouble up here too, where they hold your furs and hold your furs for 3 years until you owe them money for storage. And hey, Trapper Tony, you ain't that far away from me. What's the weather like there? You in a deep freeze like we are? Oh. Yeah, we're doing okay, Eric. We'll kick in another gear now with this cold, but because they be moving now. Oh, I always have the best group, Trapper Forever. I get real trappers and guys that know what they're doing, and you joining is just another real trapper coming on to chat with the boys. Cheers, brother. I haven't seen you since the convention in 2020. That was some fun. I tried to watch your last video, but I got 5 minutes in and I was so drunk. Oh. I know you're laughing. You gotta be laughing. I hope you are anyway. No, Bull, I give up on him. He's if he survives, maybe I'll get him in the spring, but I want to see him. I'm not gonna hit him. If he's around 100 pounds, I'm gonna want him bigger than that, right? Thanks, Jack. I do a few things differently than most people, and they don't like the way I do it, and I'm not saying right and wrong, and I know I do things that maybe other people don't think are right, and they do things that I don't, so, you know, none of the business, so. But thank you, it has been pretty good, so. Yeah, that's a shame, Steven, you know, we have the best birds in the world where I am, and, nobody wears them. And it's completely, you know, renewable. I don't remember 66 degrees anymore. Well, I'm glad, Tony. I wish you nothing but good luck and safety on your Bobcat line too, so. Ah, good. I'm glad you got that trapper forever. I watched it. Ooh, that got, ooh. Oh, that's funny. It was funny at the convention. It's still funny. Yeah, you guys don't have trapper forever. Now's your chance this year. Yeah, I was starting to worry about it, Steven. You know, all those big swaths cut into the deep grass coming for the bait, and there's nothing now. Like the Lindsay bush, I think is at 5 dogs. The crown, I said it in the video I put out that I had 4 or 5. Well, actually, those two that day were number 4 and number 5, and I'm usually good for 80 to 100 in that crown. So tomorrow, that's all it's going to be, is I'm taking 24 rams or more, and I'm setting the crown, and then I'm going to set the other end the next day, and I'm going to keep going until I get my rams out. And I want to set Qualchuck's bush too, so I know you guys maybe don't remember that one, but oh, Greg, I think that cat's coyote food now. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. You know, I haven't heard anything on it. It's just getting ridiculous. I don't know what to say about it. They just want to shut down everything. Nice, yeah, good weather change there. Well, it was below minus 30 today. I think minus 34 was the coldest I saw today, which wasn't as cold as the other day, but tomorrow's supposed to be minus 8, but the wind's 70 kilometers an hour, and that's like 40 miles an hour. And that's the poop that'll kill you out there, is that wind, not the cold. I've said many times before, I would rather go minus 25 with no wind than minus 10 with a 30 mile an hour wind. Yeah, you know what? I decided not to worry about their bait piles. I'm setting them instead of worrying about where they are. And I did actually catch a dog off one of them. And that big bugger I caught at the gray bush there's other tracks going into the bush like that in other places. I'm just going to set them up. Walk in till the trail splits and set both splits. If for no other reason, to get the damn things out. I'm pretty sure they're out of gut piles now, but I got a guy coming up here, Trapper Tony, 23rd. He's gonna run my line with me for a few days. Wants to run the line. He's having a hard time. He's only caught 2 dogs or 3 dogs this year. Yeah, James, that buffalo farm, long story short, I am not going to trap that dead pile. It's just too out in the open. I just not interested. Some of my wolf traps are, you know, 60, 70 bucks a piece. I'm not interested in throwing money away, so I'm going to trap all the bush instead. Well, they should have the conventions and the rendezvous. I mean, it's ridiculous that they're not. When we had that last one, it was right at the height of COVID, and I mean, I don't remember anybody getting sick and dying while we were there. Where what is? I'm not sure where what is, Greg. Oh, you got a lot more than 2 inches here. Hey, Quiver. Sometimes I don't say KOD, but I give him a kick anyway. Yeah, Greg, all those power rams, Ian's replacing them all. Right on, Tony. Rain. That sounds like something that's gonna happen here, this rain, because it's so cold. That would just bring everything right to a standstill. Yeah, actually we haven't had any rain on the Rams and stuff. Yeah, that would stop everything. Oh, okay, thanks, Steven. Yeah, there's a lot this year, eh? Cat's up. I've been holding on to this beer all night waiting for you, not even drinking. Here, Chad. Chad knows I'm lying to him that I've been drinking. I'm trying to take it kind of easy because I want to get up early and get out in the earth. I don't know what your guys' days are like, but damn, our sunshine, you know, it's dark at 8 in the morning still, and around 8:30 it's lighting it up, and then by 4:30 it's dark again. So we're getting like 8 hours of daylight, and I'm gonna need every second of it tomorrow on that trap line. Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of good trappers on here. Trapper Forever. Oh, now I'm gonna forget everybody. But I mean, there's some good channels on here. Copy, Camel Cowboy, Sasky. Yeah, Pete's drinking. He's playing on his phone right across the table from me. I miss those times, dude. He's being all grown up. Yeah. What part of Canada am I? I'm in Saskatchewan, right by Foam Lake. Hey, Pat. Huh. I gotta read this to you, Pete.
Yeah.
Sasky says, is Pete not drinking today? I missed the times you and him were drunk as hell. Told you that was funny stuff. We'll do that one day in the summertime when there's no videos, or in the spring, and we'll get out just hammered. And we'll just leave the camera on and we'll do a live. We're not going to answer or anything. You can talk to each other. Ask Pete how you remove porcupine quills. No, because I'm afraid he'll tell me. Oh, thanks, Trapper Forever. What?
That was a few years ago with that one.
Yeah, well, I was last spring when we were doing the beaver videos when I couldn't trap. Because they didn't take my license yet, so I went out to trap beavers last spring. Not this spring we just had, but the one before. It's about a year and a half ago now,
Yeah.
Pete. I know of them PA trapping. You just probably have to have a universal translator if Pete and I got drunk and didn't answer it. If you wouldn't understand what we were saying. Well, I started out slow, Chad. Then the weather didn't help anything either, so. A couple dozen broken power rams at the wrong time, that didn't help. Then it gets minus 40 out, and not one power ram breaks. What do you think of that? That kind of blows me away. And Bull Daniels too, there's another one. Bull, you don't have a channel though, do you? I know Coffee and Camo and Sasky and... Oh, not scrolling. Yeah, I don't think so, Steven. Steven figures we should have a YouTube channel covering a whole bunch of different topics. But beer is going to be the one main focal point. No water glasses. Oh, you're not guessing. You know damn well you are. Hey, Doug. Yeah, they're getting better and better all the time, right? You can't open one now that isn't Snow White. I have had 3 sick ones, and I have had some torn apart. Well, I can't really say the one that all that was left was the head and the snare was torn apart because I didn't get to see any of his body, but yeah, at least I'll get new rams. I don't do thieves, Scab. Well, I wish I could tell you about more stuff about that Buffalo deal, but I just don't think I'm gonna. But put it this way, I don't do thieves, and if I walk up on you with my traps in your hands, probably not gonna be a good day for you. Yeah, when I was baiting this the end of September and October, I had nothing but high expectations, and anybody that watched any of my baiting videos, how could I not? Honestly, there was like the coyotes are driving cats. The trails are so refined, and now nothing. That Tom and Kim bush was the last bush that I started trapping, and it's got the most dogs now. So, and all year I've only had 3 doubles, and that's pretty hard for me to believe. And the first one was the only true double because I skinned them both. The next 2 were both eaten, and the third double was one mangy one and one good one. So basically, my 3 doubles turned into 3 singles because I only got half the dogs. Bill, I don't know. I can't see. What do you think, Bill? What should I do? Hey, Jack. Good luck with the dirt, man. I wish I could help you. And Pete says, have a good night, too. You have a good night. Thanks for coming out, man, and if you got time, we'll probably be on for another hour anyway, so take care, keep moving forward, man. Last 2 years ago when I was doing videos, Bill, it was every day I was putting a video that I was on the trap line. But I just don't have enough traps out right now, so I would like to wake up in the morning, have a lemon coffee, I'm on my trap line, and then go film everything, come home at the end of the day, while everything's hanging, getting ready to be skinned, and cut a video. That's what I'd like to do. Just 1 day videos, day checking, and maybe if the day before or something I was out pushing snow with my side by side, or little side clips to go with it. But right now, a video every other day just is not going to work. My daily average. What do you mean, what's my daily average? Well, I'm not telling how many coyotes I got, other than to say I'm in my second 50. Because of the contest we're going to have at the end of the year for a coyote hide. All there is to do around here, Steven, 3 videos a week is a lot. And then don't forget there's another 50 to 100 comments to answer too. And it all takes time. I mean, everything out here is me by myself doing it, so. And Pete helps out when I need him to, but I mean, it's not like he's my hired man or anything.
He's a mechanic.
He's just a mechanic and the guy that pulls me out is stick. Yeah. See, I like to keep them kind of exciting. I want you guys to want to watch them, and I mean, I don't understand why. I don't know. A perfect example. I catch 5 dogs one day, I get 5,000 views. Andrew Stanley cuts a video that he's cut off from his cabin and he gets 25,000 views. Like, it's just, man, the guy doesn't even trap anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I watched everything he put when he was trapping, but now he's not even trapping anymore. No, I don't have any use for thieves either. Now, don't get me wrong, if I was getting 20,000 views on a video, it might be 3 a week, right? But I mean, it's hard when you're played right out, you put a video on, and I'm doing most of them at home now where I'm not coming to Pete's and uploading them, and so they're taking between 6 and 16 hours, and I wake up the next day and I check and my video's only got, whatever. It's a lot of work, and it's got to pay off, or what's the point, right? I don't know what Stephen meant there. I think Stephen just called you a dill hole, Pete. No. That's very strong language for Mr. Boudreau. Well, you know what? It's colder than hell outside, but this shop is nice and warm now. But it don't take long for it to cool down either. Maybe the same thing will happen to you when you quit traffic. You quit traffic.
Trapping.
Oh, it says traffic. I don't know, Bill. I have to think that this country out here, it can be, man, my second year I was trapping, I think we had days in January that were +3 and 4, and we just take it as it comes. We really don't. I think it's colder than normal right now, but maybe not. Hey, Abby, thanks for stopping by. I've seen you got rid of some of the girls, the babies. Oh, no, not feet, he says. Yeah, it takes a while, Sasky. You know what I'm talking about. You do it. And even just, you'll edit a video for an hour and a half and then touch one wrong button and you got to start all over again. That's what I don't like. These big dink fingers, of course, I touch a lot of the wrong buttons. Sounds like it's time for a camera out there, Scab. Is it, Camel? I would think that it's colder than normal. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Debbie. You know, Bill, they seem to move better in the cold than they do in the wet. When it's wet, these dogs are like cats. They don't like getting their feet wet and muddy, so. Plus, it's harder for them to smell in the rain, right? They live with that nose. They don't like it when it's too windy either because they can be smelling something from 10 miles away and they don't even know, right? Well, that's good, Evie. Good night, Evie. Merry Christmas. I should have never told Trapper Forever a little drinking game I play with his show because now he probably does it on purpose just to get me hammered. Should be a lot of fun out there tomorrow though. I definitely will be leaving a lot of steel behind. I'll get you guys some better shows. I'm gonna be honest, I've been out of shape and lazy and things haven't been going my way out there with the weather and stuff, so I'm just riding it. What else can I do, right? But the checks are getting a little better now, so we'll get back into some deeper crown land out there too. I think the reason why it feels so warm in here, Pete, is because it just kicked out again and it's cold already. Just because that downcomer's blowing right at me.
Yeah.
So it's probably blowing heat at me the whole time it's running.
Oh, it is, but that fucking wind's getting up.
Is it bad even out?
Oh yeah, it's horrible fucking out there.
Sorry guys, I'm kind of twisting the smoke. European tobacco. I gotta go back a bit. Oops. Yeah, it sure has this year. And I'm gonna use up every last bit of it like I always do. I kinda couldn't 2 years ago because they said I had to go to court, so I pulled them all, and then they put me off. I could have trapped for another couple of weeks that year, and probably got up to maybe 220 that one. But hey, Win, glad you can make it, brother. Oh man, I'll tell you what, Older, if I had my way out there, it would be probably about -25 with no wind. And that would be some of the best dog hunting. Camo, if I'm wrong, tell me, trap forever, but 25 degrees below with no wind, yeah, there'd be dogs in that. Well, that's the Biagio. That's up to everybody, you know. I've left them out there for a month before just because I know there's one they travel there. It's up to the individual, you know. There's some good areas where you won't catch anything for a month or a month and a half, and then you'll catch three days in a row on the same spot. So that's a tough one. That's up to the individual to decide. But you know what I found with me is sometimes I get a little pissed off with a site like that. I'll pull my trap and it'll sit in the back of my truck. Well, I guarantee you there's a better chance of catching a coyote in a shitty spot than there is catching one in the back of my truck. So it's just, I don't know. Joy, how are you? Say hi to Scott. Haven't talked to you guys in a while. Alberta Free and Wild. It's going all right, buddy. Ken Howard too. Wow, all the big wheels are showing up now. Dirt dog. Question. Boy, that's a good question, Dirt Dog, and I wish I had an answer. You know what? There's all kinds of trappers on here that maybe have an answer for you. I know that most of that bare spot is from them rubbing it, itching and scratching it. So, but yeah, I'm not sure. I would think that it's something they pick up in the fall. I thought so, Camo. -25 with no wind is pretty decent. Yes, they are. Shoulder mites or mites and mange is just their flesh starts rotting and fur falls out. And right to the skin, not wore off. Maybe be patient, Biagio. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but yeah, I did all my skinning before I come here to do the live, Ken. Good night, Fisher and Trap. Hey, Scott, glad you can make it, man. Well, a coyote eat a possum. I don't know. We don't have any possum here. I wouldn't mind having a tanned one. They look kind of, well, no, they're just damn ugly. They're ugly. But there are guys from that trap possum, and they would know. If you guys read a question, feel free to answer it. I do not know a lot about possum except the grinners and they play dead. Cool. I'll tell you what, most of the fleas I'm seeing are on the fox. The coyotes are usually so frozen that the fleas are either dead or abandoned now. They were bad in the later fall. Oh, that's cool. They don't have fur on their head, do they? A possum? Hmm. They're not worth so much money, like $1 a piece or something, aren't they? They have fur on their head. Okay, I thought they had a bald head. I don't know. We don't have any marsupials like that up here. Well, I'm glad my little axe is gonna work for me now. Putting it on the front paws of the coyote to cut off the legs, and the damn head's turning.
Sure. Wow. I can do it now. Quiet.
Yeah, I heard that, Clarence. They'll eat their like crazy amounts of wood chicks, and they're allergic to snake bites or something too, are they not? Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Scott. Yeah, that's what I thought, Scab. I didn't think they were very. I don't know why I want one, because just when people come over, what would be the last thing you'd expect on Triple Nickels Wall? And then you know I'm going to tell them I caught him under the shed. Coyotes are omnivores. Last time I was by there. Oh. Last time I was by there, Steven, some big old dog grabbed that porcupine, carried him out into the open, and ate him. And coyotes are omnivores, that's what I was trying to say. Hey, old new. Oh, all I had was 3 eggs and 3 pieces of rye toast today, and you're bringing up whitetail. I'm hungry. Yeah, they're not so much anymore, Bull, because, yeah, he's eating. The first one that tied into him, when I threw him in the snow, I threw him so his belly's up, because that's the only place I can eat him from, right? He had quills in every paw and in his mouth, and when I threw him out, or took the coyote out of there, I just left the porcupine where it was, and another dog picked it up and carried it out. I actually had a "what the hell is that" moment on my Skidoo, that when I first noticed it. Yeah, that Sasky's video was good. I think I mentioned something to him about, great, now I'm hungry. No, the dogs were all coyotes. Live more outdoors, did that possum on a stick. Huh? They did look good, I gotta admit. I know I'm eating my deer. I've already ate a couple packs of it. I make venison burger helper, and I'll make the big Dutch pot or whatever the hell it is. Right full, and then I put some in the freezer for later and some in the fridge for now, and very delicious. That dough was a very good dough. What, Pete, with the porcupine quill thing? I was just saying that he says every time I see that video, I can't help it. I just laugh at Pete with the porcupine quill. Yes, we do. I prefer whitetail, but each their own. Muley's got a lot bigger body. Rob Fox. Hey, Camel. Thanks for coming out, brother. Oops, oh, going so fast. Oh, it's good cooking them in pineapple juice, or pork chops in apple juice, or I cook a lot of it that way because it just softens them right up. It's a good idea. Ah, sounds good, Bull. What time do you expect me? Hey, Rob Fox, I got a good idea about what you can do with my nuts right now. Andres, how are you, buddy? Been a while again. Hello, you haven't had a live in quite a while, so. Oh, you guys are all trying to make me hungry now. You know what? When you're first cooking it, you don't need any seasoning with the pineapple. Because the pineapple gets in and breaks all the meat apart, eh? I just buy those liter cartons of pineapple juice. Shake it up really good before you pour it in, and you don't need to cover it or anything. Like the bottom inch of it's enough, and just slow cook it. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. No idea at all. I don't appreciate him yipping on here, but that's why you guys got those wrenches beside your name. If somebody's being a dick, I don't want to deal with it. Feel free to remove him. That's a good one, Scout. No doubt. Besides, I told you all what this was. This isn't marijuana. This is the European tobacco that I roll, and I enjoy to smoke it. It's got like a drum-like taste. I gotta get those boards all full downstairs again, and I've got enough earth to do it, so I'm gonna just fill up the boards again. I'll get another picture on Facebook for you guys. Turkish blend, yeah. That's right, Harry. No, there was somebody else, Andrews, before was saying that the sound was bad, and I went to move closer and I changed stuff, and I asked everybody else, and everybody else said no, sound was good, but one guy had bad sound before, so. Now that could be. I like it because when I wear my dark clothes, all the locals around here think I'm Sasquatch when they see me in the bush, just catch a glimpse of me when they're flying by. And he smelled horrible. Hey Dustin, not telling how many coyotes I caught. I'm in my second 50 though. Because at the end of the year, we're going to have whoever guesses it right, gets a 10 coyote. Sound is different now. Huh. I don't know what's changed. We're still sitting in the same chairs and everything.
Furnace going.
Yeah, the furnace is going in the background. So that shouldn't make any. It just seems like they're screwing around with it. I don't know. It's good in some areas and not in others. Pork. No question. Pig. Oh, coyotes just love pig meat. I'm not gonna slip. I mean, if I do slip, it just means no coyote for one of you guys, so. Maybe that's what it is, bait ammo. Different sound when the beer is flowing. Pork all the way. Seen some dogs do some, well, Pete, when I first got out here, he had a pig barn by the house, and the coyotes would try to get in the pig, through the door and into the pig, right into the barn, right beside the house. I tell you what, you will not go wrong with pigs. No, if you got a mass bait, yeah, I'd go pork all the time for them. They like those smaller hip bones and leg bones too that they can carry actually without, straining a neck. Peter, I don't know if I've ever sat with you this long and not talked to you.
I don't know.
Who says you can't use it? I think it's scrolling again. That's stupid phone. Yeah, it's scrolling on its own again. Only one snowmobile in Pete's shop. That's pretty strange. All the others fixed?
Yep,
Nice.
just mine to fix them up.
Yeah, you don't ride. Hey, Bull, I'm in. You know what? If I caught a bobcat, or a lynx, the first thing I'd do is take those hindquarters, and that would be my supper. They say lynx is some of the best tasting meat in the bush, so. Who's chubby guy? Beaver's good meat too, Scout. The thing about beaver is that everybody eats it. Weasels, marten, fisher, fox, coyote, they'll all eat it. But if you give a coyote a chance, between the two, he's gonna take that pork every time. Huh. They say it's one of the best tasted meats in the bush. And white meat. What was bobcat like, bait animal? Yep, I've tried it too, Ken. Hi, Bradley. Huh. Gee, Trapper, haven't heard from you in a while, man. Glad you can make it out. We're just all having a couple of loudmouth soups and a friendly little get together. Well, I'll tell you what, river and lake beaver are much better eating than slough beaver. Just so you know. It's why I don't eat geese anymore. Canada's big birds, lots of meat, but they taste like the bottom of a slough. I don't like it. Give me a pheasant or some prairie chickens or some hunts. Yeah, I'm much happier with that. I don't even mind duck, but I'll tell you what, those geese just taste like a frickin' slough bottom. I'm sorry if I offended any bird hunters out there, but yeah, red-eared beaver. I'm sitting right now, good question by the way, Holger. I'm sitting right now, and I don't know how anybody else is doing. I talked to Dan Demon, and his numbers are pretty much the same as mine, only he's caught a lot more coyote. But we're at about 80% female and 20% male right now. Not sharing our recipes. We are getting drunk. Boy, had a really important point to add there, and I forgot it. It was about the last thing I said, whatever that was.
Must be that European tobacco fucking as well.
I know, right? Pete's not saying much, but he sure puts the dillies out there when he does say something. I knew that hanging around with me would not be good for him. Boy, that sounds good, bait animal. No, it's not. That's what I was gonna say. Judith, thank you for reminding me. 80 to 20% of the males, and Dan and I were talking about it when he said, "What do you think's going on?" I said, "What do you think's going on?" He said, "I think they were gonna take over all these females. They were gonna explode pups next year and take over." And I just agreed with him because why not? No, I will have two for you, Mac, because you're a big guy. My big buddy Mac. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were going to take over all these females, or the males are just not moving much. Who knows? The one I did tonight was a male, but no, I think I had 7 on the boards, and all of them were females. I took 3 off tonight too and put them in the fur room. That fur room, the way I redesigned it with the rods, it looks like it's empty still. And that's good. That's what I wanted. I want to be able to put 200 in there, so it should go pretty easily. Well, it should all fit easily. I still got to do the work. And that ain't going to be easy. Oh, that's awesome. It's quit scrolling again. Hey Mark, how you doing, buddy? Glad you could make it. I got extra soup if you need any, guys. Courtesy of DeFramy, he bought a case of beer for the live tonight, so we got it in a Christmas card from him. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. The greatest. All of them, eh? How many's all of them, Scab? If it's one, then that's not that. Yeah, Judith and Dan reminded me what I was, my comment, and I never said hi to him. Hi, Judith and Dan. Glad you could make it. And they're all male, huh? How long have I been smoking? This one? About 2 minutes. 2 from Boxy Bush. And they were both big ones, so I don't know what's going on. Because that one, they were quite a bit apart, like almost 2 weeks. So I think another big one moved in and chased everybody out of there. So I got rid of him now. So hopefully they start coming. It's ridiculous. That's my business, hit and miss. I'm not on here to answer those questions. The trapping show, so. Lone Ranger, how are you? Yep, I think so. I think we're gonna be really busy. Like I said, I don't care what the wind's like. Once I get in the bush, I'm in pretty tucked in, so. Yes, it's 4 miles of hard snow to get there, so. And nothing personal, hit and miss. But I get pestered about it all the time, and man, I'm not hurting anybody with it. I don't, like, I've smoked 46 years now. Like, I quit once for 18 days, and that wasn't working. And that's all I want to say about that. Well, I was scrolling again on its own. Cooner, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. I had some shots in my fur room, and I put boarded, like I had all my boards full, all fox and all coyote boards full at the beginning of the year. But then it got slow, so they were coming off as fast as they were going on. And I think I only got 8 or 9 boards full right now, but like I said, the deep freeze got 10 or more in it easily. Merry Christmas, Bob. I didn't even see you were here, buddy. I was not ignoring you. Well, you know what, Logan? My best luck is in February. I don't know why. It's probably because I abandoned my baits the end of January. Because they're thinking about breeding, not feeding. So I set all the trails, the run trails. And I catch a lot of them running back and forth looking for females. So, I don't know. I got you in miss. Michael, it's awesome of you to come out. Didn't say much though while you were on here. I didn't notice it, but I guess I don't notice everything on here, so. Huh. Okay, Trey. You have a good night, buddy. No, breeding season's in, end of February, middle of February, middle of March. Puppies in May, 1st of May. Yeah, you know what, Brian? I had a friend that quit for 25 years, and I asked him, how long did it take before the craving subsided? He said, I still want one every morning with my coffee. He said it never goes away. And I don't need that kind of aggravation, always wanting a smoke. I'm like that, Steven. It's like a 7 cents. $5 ago, that would kill me. I do that every day I go on my trap line. Old dude, I am the only one. A little ways, about 20 miles, it's all the 20 miles, is, Trapper Dad. I gave him all my raccoons I caught this year, those big boar raccoons. He got, man, that one stretched over 48 inches. It was a big raccoon. But I figured he probably could use the 86 cents for the fur more than I can. Broke guard hairs on the shoulders. I don't notice that unless you're talking about in the spring when they start fighting. I've seen those coyotes in the spring when they fight and they've got a hold of one's got a hold of the other one's tail, and he will strip it right from the ass to the end of the tail. They do not fight nice. The one I skinned last night, I just flipped before I skinned these ones tonight. He had bullet wounds in him. Man, he had high power missed his, I don't know how it missed his spine on the back end of him. He had shotgun blasts, one front and one back. Lucky dog. So he was shot at least 3 times. Hey, Bowslinger. You know, for Trapper Forever, Ian already called me and said he would mail me replacements for him without me even taking the broken ones to him. And I said, you know what, I got to get some skunk fire for my boxes, so just wait and I'll come in. And I don't know, I think he's taking it kind of personally, and it's not his fault. It's the manufacturer, not the dealer. He's good enough to replace him, he doesn't have to, but that's one of the reasons I deal there, is because he guarantees all his stuff. So no, Ian's a great guy. Pat, I am not trapping the dead pit. I'm going to trap the bushes. I just don't like leaving those traps that are worth $70, a string of them in a dead pit where anybody can drive up and take them. That ain't happening. I do better in the bush anyway. You know, Mark, we could talk about that all right, for sure. I would at least come and watch it, for sure. Yeah, they start rubbing in the beginning of March, end of February. Yeah, that happens, old new with the, that's why, you know, I was taught never set your power arms at fences on, and people do, and I'm not gonna try and talk them out of it, but I'll tell you what, when that coyote starts jumping and dancing with barbed wire and wrapping around, and yeah, he's just gonna wreck himself anyway. Yeah, I was talking with Dan a couple nights ago, like I was saying, he bought 10 dozen of the old ones. He says they are hard to set even now. And these new ones, some of them are pretty damn easy to set. I was, Pat. I was literally looking forward to it, but the thing about the dead pit is it doesn't really tie in. Don't forget, he's got 41 quarters of land. So the south part of his land doesn't really tie into my trap line, but the north part is right off the Lindsay bush if I go east another mile. So, or almost 2 miles, I guess. But there's some good bush in there, and that's what I'm gonna do. I told him if you got an extra buffalo or something, let me know, and I'll drag it in the bush as a bait. But I don't want to trap that dead tip. I really don't. No, Brian, I haven't. I had a chance a few years ago, but I didn't get them. Holger, thanks for coming out, man. Merry Christmas to you. I don't know, Steven. I gotta see him first. I definitely want him to be bigger than the last one. There's no point in catching a smaller one than the last one. Well, I started trying to change my schedule, and I'm tired at 9, 10 o'clock now, so, and that's kind of what I wanted. I gotta get up earlier, so I gotta take care of my shit in the morning before it gets light out. So when it's light out, I'm ready to walk. Well, you do.
Yeah.
I don't wanna walk.
Put your snowshoes on and go.
I can't, my snowshoes are broken. I'd hate to have to put them on these big heavy ass boots anyway. Hey, we haven't had cheers in a while, guys. Thanks for coming out, you guys. I'm not trying to shut it down or anything yet. That beer case is still pretty full, so. Old New, it was nice of you to come out. Thank you. Keep watching the videos, brother. Oh yeah, coyotes are curious about that, PA. I don't do it, I should. I could get bags of that stuff, you know, because they like to walk down my Skidoo trail after I use it and then take a big crap in the middle of it. I probably run over more crap than rocks. Andrew says hi, Pete.
Hello, Andrew. He heard me.
Oops. I think he asked if you ever say hi to Pete. Has he ever set up a snare and caught a coyote?
Nope.
No, but Pete's known for setting up traps and catching old cougars. Molson Canadian. No, Pete's keeping right up. He might even drank more than me tonight, so.
Fourth one.
Same. We're at the same. Till you're nicotine free. What the hell? Looks like I won't get any new hips. My left knee has been bothering me lately, guys. I put my right knee on the back of the coyote to push down to bring the high down to the front legs. And my left knee's really bothering me lately. Congratulations on number 14, Mark. All right, Scab, thanks for coming out, buddy. Okay, I need a beer. Oh, they're right here beside me. That's convenient. That's for. I don't know.
You threw one over there.
I know, but there's only 5 in there.
Yeah, but how many yours in there?
Looks like 2. I can't tell what the one standing up is. Nope, geez.
That's number 4.
All right, everybody, don't panic. We figured out how many beer we've all drank.
You're slow.
We're probably not right. I remember in February a couple of years ago on the 13th, I had 8 that day. That was a good day. 7 in the crown. I don't know whether you can't call it a double or a triple or a double triple plus 1 or. How was the SX doing in the snow? What's an SXS?
Not a clue.
The snowmobile, you mean?
Voyager?
Side by side.
Oh.
SXS. Yeah, I haven't had it out. I had it out with the snowblade on it and couldn't believe that snow that bugger pushes. There's even snow coming over the top of the blade and it's still pushing it. I believe that guy when he says you're not gonna get stuck in four little. No way. I gotta get out and do that snowball and I gotta fix the hook on it though. There's just so much to do, guys, and that's why I say these. I'm trying to get these on, but I mean, there's other things on the go too that gotta be done, so. Yeah, I wish everything was put together so nice that, I didn't have to worry about anything but putting videos on, but I'd have to get another redhead and that ain't gonna happen, so. I turned the music right down so they couldn't bitch about it on.
Let's give a little background.
It is. Jump sticks of travel forever is what I'm doing. And what happens is the coyotes run those trails at night, so if you're not there right first thing in the morning when the deer start running, they're trampling all the coyote tracks. But yeah, you're right. The coyotes aren't going to go through new snow up to their giggy. Something about dragging their junk in the snow. I mean, I'm not going to do it, neither would you. So they'll stay on the deer trails. But I'm gonna have to start wiring my jump sticks up. That one, on that mangy one the other day. He tore that side apart, and if that jump stick would have been wired to the tree, he would have choked off on it. So I'm gonna start wiring up. Not telling Albert, we have a contest going at the end of the year. Whoever guesses it gets a tan coyote. I've got all my coyotes grouped under 40 inches, under 45 inches, under 50 inches, and over 50 inches. And I've got a 55 and a 53 inch one. That's all I got on the high end. Albert, I'm on my second 50, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, I know, Steven, I know. Well, I am not a fur grader or a buyer, but I know what I like, and I'm going to pick the one that I like, so. Who knows, I might just tan a dozen of them this year, because you know what, all the coyotes I've tanned over the years, you know how many I have hanging on my wall? Not one. I got my little fox that I raised that stumbled into a ram one day. That's all I got for dogs and the wolf. We'll see, Judith. I better pick up the pace then. It was such a promising fall. I mean, and then that weather. I don't even know what to call it. I'm not sure, Stephen, what I'm going to do. Hey, Linda. How you doing? Yeah, we already went through all that, Bill, and now I've heard of all that before, trying to get guys not trapped until the price comes up on the furs that do go in. Well, I'm not playing that game. I'll let you know how fur prices were in the spring. It sure is a crime what they done to the price of gas stoves for us. 2 years ago, 70 cents a liter. Now it's like $1.40, double. And I'm going to be putting a lot more miles on now with the Kowalchuk bush and the Osborne bush and the Buffalo bushes. I'm probably not going to get, I might have to leave a jerry can at Pete's house full of gas because I might not get 2 laps. I might not. Yeah, Bill, I've heard that before, and it turned out to be good years before too. I never ever let my shit get wound in a knot for no reason. Like I said, that fur buyer in from China, I can get his number too, so I'm not too worried. Well, you'd be surprised how many people there are out there that were just dying for a TNT coyote a couple years ago. Prices were good. I was selling them for $350 a piece, and they're beautiful. They're garment quality, but most people just like hanging them on their walls. Favorite trapping channel? What, mine? Or are you saying this is yours? Because I can't believe you'd ask me what mine is. For Christ's sakes, all the work I put in on this one. Oh, I should have never said that out loud. And it gets quiet. And all the people are just saying 40, 30, 20, 16, 7, 3. Herman, how are you doing? Glad you could make it. Well, that's all right. When you only work for 7 days of the year, you start thinking about money too. All going good, Herman. I just need some cooperation from the weather. I don't mind the cold. It's that wind and the blowing snow because it just piles it up. It'd be different if every farmer was supposed to leave, a row of trees, say 20 feet wide around his whole field, because then the wind wouldn't be so bad, right? I remember in Oxbow we had trees, and then they started bulldozing trees. And some of those windy days, you couldn't see. It was so black from the topsoil. Well, we got snow here. I've been riding the sled for a few weeks now. But the snow from that melt we had, horrible. Horrible. Turn it into cement underneath. Oh, Trapper forever. I never once said I don't love what I do. Not once. But, I mean, if you have a choice where you can make money and not make money, why the hell wouldn't you make money? Moosehead Molson. Moosehead. I remember that green beer. Green canning. Thanks, Ken. I'm trying. Like I said, it's just so much to do. And, even with the truck screwing up and No, it has not been a great start to the year. I've kind of figured I would be well into my first 100 by now. Full moon, yeah. A few people have mentioned that. Here too, they're knocking pretty soon it's gonna be against the law to stand any more than 8 feet tall or you have to be eradicated. And what gets me is these guys, there's a creek running through, they kill all the trees, they push the creek. Now where do they think that water's gonna go? Like, it's been doing it for 1 billion years, or 1 million, or, well, who knows, right? You're gonna end up flooding your whole land out. Oh, are you still down under, Judith, or did you make it to South Dakota yet, or south or north? I can't remember where you moved. Nope, never mind. I'm thinking of Amanda. You're out in. I can't remember the name of the town now. Dilk, around Dilk. I don't know. I'm just guessing though. Yeah, that's what I meant, Mississippi. Ah, damn. I covered well though, right, Judith? No? Sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. My subscribers are almost at 3,900. My views are almost, in fact, they might be at 800,000 now. So we'll bang off that to 1 million like crazy if we get a couple good weeks here now. I was pretty surprised. I saw a video Boxy put up, and he had 4 or 5 raccoons on it. And with the weather you guys have, I was surprised how prime they were. Like, they're not snow white prime like we got up here, but they're not black, put it that way. They were whitish. So, thanks, Judith, or Dan, or both of you. I know we've talked 100 times. I now I got Amanda's from Australia was moving to South Dakota. You got no beer? Woman?
Oh, I got vodka.
You got vodka out here?
Yeah.
And we're drinking beer. Don't look at me like that. We don't drink it. I've seen you bake that face time and time again. You're sitting there going, oh, I really want that beer, but do I want to shit like I'm screwing them?
Basically the face I'm making right now.
I know that face.
But it's only one. It's only one.
You should be doing some skinning. I did all my skinning before I came here tonight, Jesse. Nice. How are you guys doing? Putting fur up in the shed. Oh, that's why bull. Yeah, I was wondering, because, like, I was impressed how prime they were, because he's walking around in our, like, summer or spring kind, I don't know. I'm watching Pondum's videos, and same thing. Yeah, I don't know, Steven. We'll think about it. I don't think Pete's really into it.
What's that?
They say that we really got to do some videos together. We're just hanging out. We should fix something. You'd get a kick out of that. When he needs something and tells me, I go, oh, I don't need it.
I'm done fixing till after Christmas.
Farmer's silage bags, yeah, boy. Right on. I like hearing when you guys are watching TNT. I told me the other day, I might have to watch some of your shows twice. They're so good. I said, you mean you don't already? What the hell's wrong with you? Watch them twice. Oops. Hello, Jason. How are you? I was just thinking with this feed itself. Probably because I keep touching it because I missed so many. I don't know. Give Pete a few drinks. He's got his vodka out here. He's okay. I still don't see vodka anywhere, but he's...
In the toolbox.
Oh, of course. I'd say put this away, but I want to dump whatever.
That's what I was waiting.
Yeah. That's for you. And me when I...
when you're out of the fucking European tobacco.
When the European stuff runs out, I'll be talking to you. Tell Pete to quit talking so much. Are you feeling like I'm abusing you now? A little bit both. Yeah, I gotta do these lives a little more often than every 2 months. I know I like them. Good talking to you guys. 67 degrees here 2 days ago. Northern Illinois, fine, both freezing. Oh, a little bit of snow. I wonder what that would feel like.
Yeah.
Bull says hi, Pete.
Oh, bull.
They're just kidding you. These guys are trappers by trade, but they're all failed comedians, so. They still practice, but they definitely fail. You know, I miss that guy that was telling me about smoking dope on YouTube. That's funny. Never ever did make wax dirt. I carry enough shit around with me. I can't even carry a rifle. You know what I need is a, what do you call them? Strap for your rifle. Sling? Gun
Sling,
sling?
yeah.
Gun sling.
What you need is a gun boot for your sled.
I need a boot. But where would I put the fucking thing?
It goes right on the back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, right behind you.
So they got them?
Oh yeah, they got gun boots for sled.
Hey, I'm getting a gun boot for my sled. I don't like not having a gun, because one day I'm going to have a cougar in a trap, and I've got a chunk of wood that's probably about 4 feet long, like a baseball bat, and it's apple, and that would be something that I'd want this tripod to film that shit, because that would be me killing a cougar that weighs as much as me with a piece of apple wood. I think that would go viral. Or it'd be a good last video for TNT. This is what happened to TNT, so nobody has to ask. Just watch the video.
Probably easier to make out of maple. Hard to find applewood around here.
It was out in the bush. I found it, and it was when I killed that coyote on.
You found applewood?
I think it is. It actually shook out of my shed or my sled one day going out. I followed my same track. It was on my track the next day.
We don't have applewood around here.
No, I'll show it to you. I don't know what it is. It's heavy though.
Probably fucking willow.
It's this big around.
Yeah, willow get like that.
Really?
Yeah. I made a willow bat once. Salt project.
Oh, just a whole bunch there while we were yapping. Heavy's back. Hey, Heavy. We got our deer all processed the next night. It's all on the video. We ground it up and everything. I got all of mine ground, and I don't know. I think Pete's making. Did you get your pig done?
Yeah, pig. I got it
When is mine coming?
this week.
Can you be a little more vague?
No, I can't.
Because I don't want him just call me. Yeah, we're at the co-op with your pig.
No, I told Tasha that you need.
Couple of days.
Well, fuck, it'll be hopefully.
I bought a pig. He's all dressed in it, or not dressed. He's just cut in half, basically. But $2.70 for a pig, I'll cut and wrap them. I'm gonna
Mine
cut,
was $2.25 for a half cut and wrap, and vacuum pack. Yeah.
should've just done the whole thing. It's $4.50 though, I'm adding on, look at all the more money I'm adding on. How much is that?
What's that?
$4.50,
Yeah,
that'd be
four-
180 to cut and wrap it.
Yeah,
Fuck that, I'll put them in my bread bags like I always
whatever
do.
you wanna do.
I'll cut my own pork chops and they'll be the Dwayne size.
I just didn't wanna piss with it, so.
Hey, Steven, while we're talking about that, you know those safeties for the 330s and the Rams that I bought and showed you? You were saying you wanted to get one? I'm not, my safety's up here all the time, I don't use those other safeties. So if you want one, I'll just give you one of these new ones, cause all they're doing is riding around in the dash of the truck anyway. Or I mean the console of the truck. I don't seem to use that safety stuff, I'm careful enough. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own juice, get a whole pig for $2.70. That way I can cut some side pork off it and I can have ribs and whatever.
200-pound pig,
Only 200 pounds, but okay.
so I got 4 big fucking bags of this right full.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
For a half?
for a half. I'm like, holy, I got 2 bags, got 4, I'm like, holy fuck.
It won't go to waste. I've got, I'll feed the kids. My kids,
Sure.
I still like to give them meat if they want it.
You have to clean up your table.
Where?
Your place.
Oh, I'm doing it here.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grind it and everything here. Well, I got it grinding like this at my place. Here I don't. I mean, can I do it here?
Oh, there you go.
Well, you know I'm going to anyway, but it's nice if I ask. You're right.
You're on your own. I'll grind if you can cut.
I will. Sounds like if it's that much big, I'm gonna need some place to cut it up.
You're gonna have to get a fucking saw.
I've got my meat saw.
Do you have yours?
I got 2 of them, the hand ones, and then I got my reciprocating saw.
No, my handle broke.
Oh,
The
okay.
blade broke.
No, I got a good one. And then I got one that I cut shit up with. Okay.
Go pick them up when you come.
Sorry guys, I missed some again. Talking to Pete. I'll send you one, Steven. Don't worry about paying me for it. Just, I noticed your address on the floor of my skinning shack there from the box you sent that TNT flag in. But I think maybe just message me your address so I got it and I'll send you one out. Hey Rob, glad you can make it. Hello, hello. Blackwell. Thank you very much. I'm hoping that we're gonna start kicking her in gear this year now too. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I will be putting a massive load of Rams on tomorrow. Nobody's even commended me on not going for a sissy break yet.
Ah, I went for coffee.
Usually they're always ready to bug me about, oh, he's playing with his giggy or, but not one sissy break yet. I can't get a break from these maniacs. They're crazy.
What's this record for you?
What?
Down to 3 hours.
What do you mean a record?
I'm going for a fucking 50.
Oh, I thought you meant the length of the video. I was like, no, I did a 6.5 hour one with Todd one night. I watched that one, man. Pissed myself laughing. Holy, I don't even remember most of it. Drinking moonshine and every, oh. If I would have been in my own bed, there would have been no fishing the next day, for sure. Those coyotes I got the other day, there's still two of them hanging there. They're still on. I touched their chest when I did that other one tonight. No.
It is warming up out there.
Well, it's supposed to warm up till 8 o'clock in the morning and then start getting colder again.
Yeah, fucking windy though.
Well, the wind's gonna be stupid tomorrow. Hard time when I took it. I don't know what you mean, Steven. Go back. I got you. Well, definitely here's a prayer for your buddy, Peyton Amos' buddy, for hoping a recovery from his illness. I hope he gets better. Especially seeing as I read an article the other day about the criminal government having a cure for cancer for 42 years now. But you got to be one of their special ones to get cured. Out in Nova Scotia, Black Wolf. Got some friends out there. Lots of Boilermakers out there. Tried to move my head so Evie didn't have to see the jerry cans behind me, but I keep forgetting. Oops. Western dog going for this year, boy, I don't know. I keep hearing all kinds of stories. I don't pay a lot of attention to that. There's always other ways, right? But I did tell you guys that I would tell you what I'm going to do, and I will tell you what I'm going to do when I do it. Sure hope there's some dogs out there tomorrow too. I can bring a few home. I'm thinking it's probably more than possible. I've got some good setups, but they gotta want to move. How's your beer?
Good.
Pete said my beer was good. He doesn't know what he wants. Everybody's getting puppies. You know they're like a 15-year commitment, right? When I retire, I'm getting a dog too. That's kind of a weird combination. Uh-oh. I feel a sissy coming on. You had one a couple years ago run out in the road and get smacked too, didn't you, Abby? Think that, yeah, a couple years ago. I think it was the last time I was trapping. He got nailed by a car or a truck on the highway. A Labradoodle. Ah, it's gonna be hard to pick a dog for me because I want something. I'm not gonna put up with this stupid animal. When I say something, it's gonna fucking listen to me, and it's gonna toe the line. And smartest dogs for that I've ever had were shepherds. So I might take an Australian shepherd, black ones, nice dogs, because it's hard to see them coming at you in the nighttime. Okay, sounds good, Evie. Yeah, shepherds are pretty smart. And one of the smartest dogs I ever had was half Coyote and half shepherd. He was a very good looking dog, Boomer. He's been gone for, oh my goodness, 38 years. So smart though. I could tell you some of the things that dog would do and you wouldn't believe it though. He's just, when a smart dog, there's only one way. Spend your time with him. I couldn't talk, and like with Pete and I talking, I couldn't open my mouth without that dog looking at me to try to figure out what I was saying or if I was talking to him, and that's what I want, is a dog that pays attention and isn't just a dumbass dog. And it wouldn't hurt if I had one that could track down drags with coyotes in them too. I was thinking of a Russian wolfhound for a while, but geez, do I really need to feed something that's that big? Wouldn't get a lot of people on my property, I wouldn't imagine. Ooh, quit scrolling again. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't want to lob. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Jared. There you go, PA. That's kind of what I'm looking for, right? You can train him out of that, Evie. I know, because Dad took a chicken-eating shepherd on our chicken farm and made it into one of the best dogs ever. I never seen a dog take a licking like that with a chicken before and then wired it to his neck for a week while he tried to recover. Never touched another chicken. I could do that too, I guess. Fuck that. I'm gonna live forever. Give your head a shake. My dad, I was not very old, maybe 13, and he beat the living shit out of that dog. Couldn't even open its eyes, its head was swollen. He never once hit it with a weapon or anything other than the chicken. It crawled in the boathouse. About 3 days after it was in there, I took it a thing of water. It crawled out, went back for 4 days, and it crawled out after about a week. Eyes are still swollen shut, chicken are still wired around its neck. And Dad said cut that chicken off and never touched another chicken as long as it lived. No, I need something that can take this cold. Not just take it, but thrive on it. I don't want a husky. I don't like their vocalization.
No, they never stay home when you let them out.
Yeah. I'll check it out later. I mean, I can't go there when this is playing, I don't think. Well, maybe I can. I don't know how. Looks like my my pal and my firearms shit's gonna go right to the wire again. I know they're gonna try and screw me over on the photograph. Oh, there's your text, Debbie, just come through. You had one what, G? Fight a lion. German warrior. Oh. Oh, no, I've only got till March 9th to get all mine back in order. I'll have to take the damn course again. In which case, all my guns are going to come out to Pete's place, and I'm going to sell them to him for $1 until I get it. Well, maybe not all my guns. I'm not going to be helpless on my acres. Hey, welcome back. I just got reconnected. I bet you did too, so. Yep. That's the one, Steven. You gotta send a current picture. Head and shoulders, no hat. They want to see your hair, your face, no glasses on. So I took one on my phone. I was gonna try and do it electronically, which is not the best decision I ever made, but because I couldn't do it electronically. So I got them sending me an application. It should be here this week, coming up, and you betcha when I get it, that's #1 priority, to get it in the mail and gone the next morning. So I got to get there by 9 because the drop comes at 10 every day. Okay, well, I feel a sissy coming now. Hate to say it, but Pete, you want to sit in for me a minute?
Oh, I could.
Here comes Peter Gray. You know him.
Oh, it's beautiful in here. How's everybody? Oh, Lonnie's back. Hey, Lonnie, how's it going? Hey, Steven. Yeah, I'm in here. Hey, Abby. Yeah, it's pretty windy outside there today. Like, it's slowly warming up, but it's freaking cold out there. Hey, Steven. How are you tonight? Hey, baby. Oh, thanks, Bull.
Holy shit!
I'll take that as a compliment. Is it cold out there, Dwayne?
Holy shit!
Yeah. Cheers.
Holy shit!
Here's Dwayne back.
Hey, I never mentioned it. Nice haircut.
Thanks.
Holy shit! Urgh.
Well,
Yeah, it's warming right up out there. Hey, Lonnie.
wondering what the furnace is cutting in so much.
Who the fuck's Pete? That's my favorite one of the night. Pete's my mechanic. Are you happy with canola prices?
I don't care, I don't grow canola.
Pete's the organic, no canola.
I I did get $70 a bushel for a flax though.
Oh, moonshine, that's like Todd's last winter fishing. Or whenever that was, I can't remember. I guess that was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Almost 2.
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez. I am not going out there on my coat again. No coffee in the morning before I go. I don't need to be stopping and trying to work that thing out of 3 inches of clothes. Oh, I knew a gent that ran a greyhound wolf on cross sky hunting. We are not allowed to hunt with dogs. -9 there. Oh, jeez, it's a lot colder here, Lonnie. I think it was -34 when I got up this morning. Now I'm getting alerts.
Yeah, it's not bad now. Except for the fucking wind. -15 right now. Feels like -25.
25 here, -25, and I don't believe it with that wind. Oh, that's crazy. Usually we get a south wind and it's a warm wind, eh? But
This morning was fucking cold.
well, I'll tell you what, in this cold, I know we're not liking it, but I'm thinking there's gonna be dogs and some rams tomorrow. Oh, that would be sweet. Ducks and geese right now. That would be sweet. Yeah, Lonnie, I was out a couple days ago and it was -38, and that's awful fun on the sled. And there's never ever any doubt whether I'm gonna stop at Pete's, and if the shop's not warm enough, I will go sit in the house at the back door. And I won't even smoke if he doesn't want me to
Them
now.
days when it was at -30, it was only -10 in the shop.
I'm in my fish hunt trap. I'm in my second 50 pack now. And that's as close as I'm going to narrow it down because there is a contest or at the end of the year, whoever guesses what I caught for dogs, fox, wolf, coyote, and coy wolf are all included in there. Get a tan coyote hide. And not just any tan coyote hide, a TNT coyote hide. So, and one that I like. I'm not a grader or buyer, but I know what I like. -2. I don't even remember -2, and it was a week ago. Remember last weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? It was +1 both days. Yep, you got that right, Lonnie. It is the wind that kills you. You know, you get in the bush, and you try to stay warm out in the open, but you get to the bush, and you start to sweat, and that's a bad thing, because that ride home will give you 2 belly buttons. I hope everybody got that. Huh. Fish for smelt s'mores? Is that what you mean? Well, Judith, the 2 I caught last year, or 2 years ago, last season I've trapped, are getting tanned right now. And Dan, I'm just throwing the first name, but I do mean Judith and Dan every time I say, just so you know. I'm getting them tan, and the ones I caught before, the most I ever got for one was 153.75. And they actually called me on that one and said, we don't buy those pelts, so we're just gonna roll it over. And I said, whoa, if you don't want it, you send it back. They said, we don't do that. And I said, well, I sent it to auction to be sold. And then funny thing is, about a month later, got a check for it for 153.75. So it's not bad for a fur they couldn't sell. Ah, I don't need that snow, Lonnie. Keep it there, okay? Oh, Judith and Dan. I guess he told you no, but I have sold them. Yeah, they're a little different up here. They're big, white, and very pretty. Huh, I already knew that, Morris. Learn something new every day. Ah, we got Kirk in the house. Hey, Kirk, how you doing, buddy? Average Coyote fells, I don't know, 140, I'd say. Anybody else have an opinion on that up here? Ken, are you still there? I'd say 140 is pretty good average. My 3 years ago, my average price on kites, I sent them all in at the end sale, and my average price was 172.95. So that was my average on all of my fur that year. Hi, Pete from Ken.
Hello, Ken.
Well, you know I will, Judith. They're running stupid out here. Tom and Kim still got them chasing their dogs right up on their deck. And they will not run away until Tom grabs a gun, and then they're gone. Yeah, they still got their antlers, Morris. Probably for another month or a month and a half. Yeah, but Steven, like I got the the class of the field up here as far as the fur goes for dogs. I mean, I've got one for you when it gets down too, and you're not going to believe that it's the same species as what you're trapping. I'm going to guarantee you that. It's the first one from Sawyer's Cross 2 years ago. And that was a beautiful dog, and that's yours now. Yeah, Stephen, that coy wolf wasn't a wall hanger though. That was a sent to fur harvester. Kurt, when I retire, that's going to be my deal too. I'm going to move some tubs in the basement, and I'm going to start canning my furs too. Black Wolf, just so you know, those Eastern Coyotes are not worth the money that ours are. Somebody was telling me $10 to $20 a piece for those ones. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Jamie. And Pete says, bah humbug, he's like the Grinch, he don't like Christmas. Post Slinger, I knew you'd be back. I pretty well threatened you have to come back, so I'm just kidding. Absolutely, Steven. I like when people get it. Oh, G Trapper, I'll second that. Kirk makes some pretty world-class stuff, no doubt. Some of the mitts he makes. There you go. Right from the hardest working trapper I know. The Eastern Coyotes are not worth what. we got some of the best coyotes in the world right where I'm sitting, and I haven't been overly impressed this year with some that I've caught, but catching a lot of little females. Probably the most I've got right now are the, like I said, if it's under 40 inches, and I mean under, if it's 40.1111, or it goes into the next pile. Under 40 inches and under 45 inches, the under 45 is probably the biggest pile I've got right now. It's the coats on them. No, Morris, I didn't. I don't want to sit around that dead pit. There's just too many. I've heard too many rumors about thieving around there, and I'm not gonna let them. They're gonna make it harder for them. I'm gonna trap the buffalo bushes and not the dead pits. Yes, Jesse, it is beautiful country out here for this, and Northern Trapper's up more in the bush. I'm kind of farm country.
Yeah.
Why every bush they take down is killing what I do. So, wish they'd quit. Actually, one of my subscribers called me Black Wolf yesterday, and he sold 3 unskinned coyotes to a fur buyer for 2 for $5 and 1 for $8. So $18 for 3 coyotes? Man, I'm not even driving to the bush for $18 for 3 coyotes.
Fucking get mad, eh?
You scared her when you moved. That is one nervous piece of coyote bait.
Yep.
Yes, you would, G. What's after 9 already, isn't it?
9:12.
Yeah, it's almost time we put a cap on this. I'm gonna have a big day tomorrow. Yes, Northern Trapper is from Alberta. Yeah, nobody wants to pick them up for nothing. I mean, from what I've heard, they're not. They don't even look like our coyotes out here. Yeah. I'm telling you, Stephen, when you get eyes on that dog of yours, I don't know if you watched the video or not when I caught him. There's one beautiful dog. Great guard ear, and his undercoat is so beautiful. That's why I kept him, is because he was so beautiful. Oh, is that right? Average 17. What was the average 17, G Trapper? Not $17 a coyote, you're not telling me that. That shit's not paying for the gas. Thank you, Stephen. $17 a coyote G Trapper. I will be on the line tomorrow morning, Morris, and I will be probably trying to set as many rams out as I have right now. So hopefully I can double it by tomorrow. If not, I'm going out again Monday. Both days are supposed to be around -10, but the wind's supposed to be...
No, Monday's -20.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they changed it. Wow, Judith, that's crazy. I guess PA Trapper never seen me skin them coyote before. Comes up really quick when you've done it a few million times before. Yeah, I've been trying to get some for myself too, Bowslinger, and I never seem to be able to keep them for very long. That's quite possible, PA. I don't know when they're coming every. I've been on them, and you know I'm a prick for bothering them. And when he said that, I can't remember what he said. It was something to the effect of "You're always bugging me for them." And I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? You told me 7 months, and we're already on 21 months. Like, guess he does not know who he's fucking with." That's not good, Steven. What do you make for a Bowslinger? I know I had one that sat in there for 3 years and I got 90 cents for him, and it was a very nice job. It's not like I hacked and slashed it. I put a very nice mink in. Mac, I don't think I'll do another live before Christmas, no. What are you doing New Year's, Pete? Maybe we'll do a live New Year's Eve out here.
Not sure, might have a girl come over for a seafood fry.
Wasn't including you. I meant we as in me and my friends. Pat, thanks for coming out, man. Merry Christmas, brother. Pete and Ammo, thanks for coming out, brother. Prayers for Mike, and you keep moving forward, man. Just keep moving forward. I saw that video of Bowslinger. The biggest one I ever caught was 44 inches, and I was like 15 years old. And that did not include the tail. Bowslinger fucking found us out. Won't be able to lie about having friends anymore. Yeah, it's funny. He was curled up in a 110. I don't know how he got his melon in there. And he was the same width as my shoulders curled up. He was pretty big and pink. Some bugger came in and emptied out a chicken coop one night. And then he was mine. Oh, that's your phone. So I gotta ask, kind of curious. I know we're all trappers and everybody traps all winter, but how many guys are going to Mexico this winter? You know what, Bowslinger? Those make dead little wall hangings too. I know I got one hanging on my wall from a few years ago when I caught those two at the I can't think of his name, Boozy Bush, and they're making nice little wall hangings. They're not worth nothing. They're easy to tan. They're cheap to tan. I mean, you keep giving the fur buyers everything they want when they ask for it, like cheaper prices, and yet you walk into a fur store and that mink coat's still worth $18,000. Like, I may be a little bit off, but you know what I'm saying. So all of a sudden, my mink, 90 cents for that mink. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. So maybe time to stop giving them everything they want. Could just be me. I'm gonna try another one of these European cigarettes. The tobacco has a familiar taste, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh no! That first sissy ruined me. I don't want to go outside again. I'm gonna just pee in the bucket here. Pete's gonna have to go for a pee. When he does, I'll pee in the bucket. So nobody says they're going to Mexico, but that's just probably because they don't want to let them. Everybody knows they're going to Mexico, right? Okay, Abby. Merry Christmas. I'll probably talk to you if I put a video out. I know you like to watch, so stay warm. You know those 3 pickle jars you gave me for with pickles in them that I brought you? Pete?
What's that?
Those pickle jars that you did for me, those 3?
Yeah.
They're all full.
Good.
You know what I mean? Pot.
Oh, yeah.
The pots on the shelf beside them.
Mm.
Still. Okay. I think they were mad at me or something. They're not talking to me. Oh, there they went. Wow, the thing's not scrolling. I'm not. Okay, saw that. Yes, I got my cans of coffee. I didn't know you did taxidermy work on them, full slinger. I thought that weasel that you had mounted was done by somebody else. Okay. Another sissy. Time to freeze. Go. Yeah. Okay. That way it's cold.
Yeah.
Very, very cold. It's gonna be an awesome day on the line tomorrow.
You wanna call it?
Oops, missed a bunch again. No, they don't, Steven. I'm really neglecting my eating lately because I'm just too heavy to move around like I gotta. So, hey Mark, right on, buddy. So yeah, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, so I'm not eating like I was. Trying not to get weak in the bush, but I don't want to. Hey Dusty, how you doing? I don't think I've ever seen a gray fox in my life. Those buggers can climb trees, eh? A dog climbing a tree. Gotta be part cat. No. Homemade rhubarb wine. Nice. How you doing tonight, Marilyn? That name sounds like Sasky. Some flat bucks. Do you run across some giant bucks in the bush? I've seen some pretty big ones. I tried to film that one on a couple of videos ago. He was a big buck, but right before we got to Pete's place there and shot that deer, a big one ran out with 2 does at the abandoned rail line where we set traps before. I wasn't ready for him or anything, but he was a monster. He was probably 8 points aside. But what am I gonna do with that? I can't eat it. Should I be breaking teeth off eating something like that? Groundhog climb a tree, huh? I know groundhog is awesome, man. They're just like, if you cut them up like a chicken, they're better than fried chicken. Groundhog is awesome. Huh. European stuff keeps going out. Because these guys are interesting, I'm trying to hear what they're saying.
Trying to hear what you're saying?
Trying to hear what they're saying. Dusty, it's between 22 and 24. I'll count them when I'm going to Jam Beaver. I plan on going there maybe Wednesday. If I can set Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'm kind of trying 3 bushes on 3 different days is what I got planned, but we'll see what happens. Oh, come on. Huh. Well, you cook them up and shake and bake, Steven, you'd be surprised how juicy they are too. That's so good. Got in trouble when I was board making up in northern Alberta on the oil refineries. The camp had a whole bunch of them. So I killed one night and cooked them up, and oh, they wanted to kick me out of camp and everything. They had them as pets, supposedly. He was really easy to keep. Catch, he just walked right up to me, and I just give him a club. Cheap Chinesium. Oh yeah, 40-pound raccoons is like nothing. Yeah, I'm just trying it out, Saskia. I don't know if I like it or not. It's, like I said, it smells good and everything, but makes me something. I forgot. I had one when I was a kid growing up. I took home and he ate like a pig, and he was big, and he was probably 40 plus pounds, probably full closer to 45. And I used to put him in his cage at night, but the little bugger, he knew how to open his cage, so he'd go out to the corn patch and eat all his fill of corn in the garden. We had a 2 acre garden then, or more, and then he'd come back and get back in his cage, and he'd close the door, but he'd never latch it, and Mom figured it out, and she wanted him gone, so I took him out and I released him, which I don't think was the very smartest thing, but I was only like 15 or 16 years old. Jackie Blue. In case you can't remember, I named him right when it come out with Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Oh, there is only one way, Steven. You go medieval. And you gotta be careful medieval. You don't just go swinging and like crazy, because you don't want to have a broken skull or bloody. When you get to the head, all of a sudden the whole hide's bloody because you gotta get them in the right spot. And one is all it takes. Oh, another question that before anybody asks it, would I own another raccoon? Not in a frickin' million years. Not in a million years. Well, guys, we're 3.5 hours in. I guess if I want to get out early enough tomorrow, we're gonna have to put a lid on this one pretty quick. So, it's been awesome talking and all. So, really appreciate everybody coming out. No, I don't want a skunk. I agree, Steven. Thanks, Dusty. And Black Wolf, Merry Christmas to you too. You guys, I hope I can put together a decent day for you tomorrow. I'm planning on 2 days in a row, so don't expect a video tomorrow. Expect it on the second day. But hopefully it goes really well, and I can put together a long one for you with lots of good stuff. So I'm gonna show you me making up some sets on a walk up to a bare piece of ground and make a set. So might not be a bad one to see. I don't know. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Sassy. And Boat Singer, Merry Christmas to you and your family too. Of course, Bull, Merry Christmas. Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. Thanks, PA. Thanks, Steven. Pete don't like Christmas. He's
I'm a ball humbug.
yeah, he's a ball humbug guy. I don't really do Christmas, just another day. All you guys, it's been a lot of fun. I miss talking to you guys, and we're gonna have to do this again. I'll give you one tomorrow, Boat Slinger. How's that sound? KOD, first one's for you. I don't care if he is frozen. I just can't kick those ones as hard. Some of them frozen ones kick back when you kick them, even with steels on. And my boots are steel toes, steel shanks, steel everything. That's why they weigh 7.5 pounds each. Thanks, Mac. You too. I will, Steven. You keep moving forward. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna call it a night. Awesome possum, thanks for coming out, you guys.